but my hope will never die.
Hello. I know I'm gonna regret this later. Sorry if you don't like my voice or that I'm going to be reading to you. But whoever got anywhere without experimenting a little? Anyways, let's just start this video. It is December 25th, Christmas Day. The snow outside had fallen down yesterday. This made outside look like the perfect white Christmas. Everyone had already opened up their presents and checked their stockings for candy or coal. Now it's the evening, and the Miller family, along with some friends of theirs, are preparing for their Christmas party. The adults in the house, Michael, Sylvia, and Joyce, are setting up the lights outside. Kyle and Jackson are cleaning up parts of their house. His best friend Tucker and Tucker's girlfriend Melissa are placing up the rest of the decorations. Their friends Josh and Kelly are setting up the streamers around the house. Their last friends, Aurelia and Isabella, are placing the toppings on the Christmas cookies, secretly eating a few. Due to all their hard efforts, everything was complete. The house was nice and tidy, all the decor had been put up, and the food was prepared to be devoured by the guests. Wait. Screamed Michael. What's the problem? Sylvia asked. The food, Michael responded. What about it? Did it burn? No, even worse. We forgot the fruit cake. Really? That's what you're worried about? Of course. Fruit cake is the most important part of any Christmas party. I think it's okay if we miss one thing. No, it's not. Plus, they might be sold out. Well, if we're going to fuss about it, why don't we go find some? Joyce pitched in. We can't. Us adults need to be here to greet the guests, Michael answered. But I've got an idea. He then turned to his eldest son Jackson and said, I need you to do me a favor. Michael got his wallet from a tiny table, pulled out $10 and told Jackson, I need you to go to the supermarket and try to find a fruitcake. Alright, Jackson replied. Do you mind if we tag along? Jackson heard Tucker ask. He turned around to see his friends all geared up to face the cold, harsh outside. Of course not, Jackson answered. He then turned back to his father. Dad, we won't let you down. That's my boy, Michael exclaimed. Jackson went to the shoe closet to get his own winter gear. He and his friends started for the door. Just as Jackson was about to leave, he turned to see Kyle still sitting on the stairs. You not coming, little bro? No, I've got some friends I'm waiting for, Kyle answered. Well, too bad. You're gonna miss this awesome adventure we're about to have. What awesome adventure? You're just going to get some fruitcake. Plus, it's all snowy and cold out there. Oh, that reminds me, Sylvia intervened. The news said it was going to start snowing later, so hurry. Jackson reassured her. Don't worry, Mom. We'll be back before you know it. Jackson then walked out the door and was hit with a wave of freezing cold. Well, this'll be fun, he thought to himself. He noticed his friends were already heading down the street and rushed to catch up with them. With the cold snow loudly crunching under their feet and cold wind blowing in their faces, the team quickly tried to find the closest grocery store. Ugh, this is the worst, Melissa complained. But I thought you said this would be fun, Tucker asked. Well, I didn't think it would be this bad, Melissa replied. Yeah, Josh and I never really liked the winter either, Kelly chipped in. How are we supposed to like it? Everything's all dead and cold, Josh added. Well, if you don't like it, then why did you come? Isabella asked. Because I've got money to spend, Kelly answered. The team continued to walk along their snowy trail until Aurelia questioned, Jackson, do you know where you're going? Of course I do. We should see some stores any minute now, he answered. Just then, white flakes started to splutter down from the sky. It was snowing like Sylvia had said. Well, you better hope you're right, Aurelia warned. As the snow kept coming down, Tucker spotted a building in the distance. Everyone look over there, Tucker said as he pointed in the direction of the building. Good thinking, Tucky. You're so smart, Melissa said. The team hurried to the direction of the building, and sure enough, it was a small supermarket. Though, when they went inside, the supermarket was dark and it seemed to be empty. They looked around to see if anyone was inside, but to no avail. Oh, good going, Tucker. The store is closed, Melissa said bitterly. Sorry, Tucker apologized. The group was about to leave when all of a sudden, there was a big rumble. Then a mountain of snow blocked the exit. Oh no, no, Jackson cried as he ran to the door and pushed it with all his might. Help me with this door, Jackson exclaimed. Everyone came to help push the door, but the snow wouldn't let it budge. Well, what about our phones? Maybe we could call someone, Jackson said. Everyone who had brought their phones tried to call their parents, but there was no cell service. Tucker, you idiot! You got us trapped in here, Melissa yelled. Sorry, I didn't mean to, Tucker said. Isabella defended him. Hey, it's not Tucker's fault. None of us knew the snow was going to fall. Well, now that we're all stuck in here, what do we do? Asked Aurelia. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do, Josh said. He sat down and started to drift off to sleep. So that's it? Kelly asked. You're just gonna sleep? Yeah, pretty much, Josh replied. What about you? I'm gonna try to find a way out of here, she exclaimed. Wait, but... Though it was too late. Kelly had already taken off in a search for a new exit. Yeah, I want to try and find a way out of here too, Melissa agreed as she walked off in Kelly's direction. Jackson went and snuggled next to Josh. Don't you think that's a little dangerous? Josh questioned. Who knows what could be back there? I'm sure it'll be fine, Jackson assured him. Meanwhile, Kelly and Melissa searched all over the store to find a different exit. Ugh, this is hopeless. Why did I even come back here with you? Melissa whined. Don't worry, we'll find something eventually, comforted Kelly. After a bit more searching, they found a door. Look, maybe this could be a back door, Kelly said happily. Yay, finally, Melissa rejoiced. Kelly tried to open the door, but it remained shut. Dang it, I think the door is locked. Oh, come on, Melissa shouted. What do we do now? Maybe they have spare keys in one of the checkouts, Kelly suggested. Oh, good thinking, Kelly. I'll go check, Melissa said as she sped off. About a minute later, she came back with a bunch of keys attached to a chain. I don't know which one it is, so I guess we'll have to try all of them, Melissa said. Oh well, I guess better than nothing, Kelly thought. It took Kelly about 5 minutes before she was able to find the right key. Once she opened the door, all they saw was a pitch-black room. I didn't bring my phone. What about you? Kelly asked. Oh yeah, I have mine, Melissa answered. She pulled out her phone and turned on the flashlight, which only dimly lit the room. They walked in the room, hand in hand, so they wouldn't lose each other. Also because they were a little frightened. From what they could see, the room was filled with boxes stacked tall and high, each with items found throughout the store. Every step they took only seemed to lead them deeper into the darkness. This made them feel even more scared and frantic. They stopped when they heard a small noise that they couldn't make out. Then again, they heard that small noise coming from their left. Melissa turned her phone, and to their surprise, there was a huge rat that was at least 3 feet long. Ah! Melissa screamed. She ripped away from Kelly's hand and backed up into a rack of boxes. This caused her to drop her phone, and everything went pitch black once again. Then there was a big boom. Ah! Kelly hollered. Melissa picked her phone back up to see that a giant box had landed on her leg. Oh my goodness, Kelly! Melissa yelled as she rushed over to her. She pushed the heavy box off of Kelly. Kelly, are you okay? No, I think my leg is broken. See, this is why we don't go into spooky rooms. I think I'm gonna pass out. No, Kelly, don't. Gone. Oh, crap. Melissa picked up Kelly and rushed her way out of the room and back to her friends. Somebody help me! What happened? Josh asked. We were trying to find an exit, and we went into a really dark room, and a big box fell on her, and now her leg is broken, Melissa replied. I knew something bad would happen, Josh thought. Can you give her to me? He asked. Melissa carried Kelly over to Josh and rested her on his lap. I'll go grab an ice pack or something, Isabella said. After all the commotion, everyone finally realized how dark it had gotten. Well, this is just perfect, said Melissa sarcastically. We're trapped in this store, missing the whole party, and we're going to be stuck here forever. Don't worry, baby, Tucker tried to say. Don't worry? Don't worry? If anything, we should all be worrying. Besides, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. What? You're the one who brought us here. That doesn't mean it's his fault, Jack Chin. Whatever. I didn't want to come here in the first place, Melissa responded. Then why didn't you stay home? Aurelia questioned. I only came here because Isabella said I should, Melissa answered. Hold up, don't rope me into this, Isabella said. There they were, all yelling and arguing with each other. All this incoherent screaming at each other, all because they couldn't get the days that they wanted. This got Josh so riled up that he couldn't take it anymore. Could all of you stop screaming? And that's when the room fell dead silent. I'm tired of all your useless arguing. Look, at some point, someone is bound to notice that we're missing and come looking for us. Even if we were to stay here longer, the snow would melt as soon as spring hits. But we're not going to be here because sooner or later, someone's going to come. Now, I don't want to hear any more fighting or yelling because I'm trying to sleep. So keep it down. Thank you. No one was expecting that to come from him, but they had nothing to say because they knew he was right. So they all just sat down and didn't say a word. About 30 minutes later, they heard sirens coming from outside. Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? They heard a voice say. Everyone got up and went to the door. They started to bang on the door and scream for the people outside. Then they started to hear machine work outside. And all the snow that was blocking the door was clearing. Finally, they were able to go outside. There were a few police cars parked outside, along with a truck with a scooper on it, and Sylvia's car. Sylvia, Joyce, Michael, and Kyle all came out of the car. Oh my gosh, kids, are you okay? Almost all, Josh replied. Kelly's leg is broken. Oh no, let's go home and get a patched up, Sylvia said. After thinking of things for their home, they all drove home. My leg hurts, Kelly moaned as she woke up. Kelly, finally, you're awake, Josh said joyfully. You know what mine is? He asked. Not too much, Josh answered. What about the party? Oh, Mr. Bill already told us the story. Basically, it took what felt like 20 hours for the guests to arrive. And when they found out there was no fruitcake, they all up and left. Wasn't that ironic? Yeah. Anyways, let's head downstairs. When they got downstairs, they found everyone having a mini Christmas party. All of them were talking and joking about the day that they had and eating leftover food. Because when they looked back, their day wasn't funny. They didn't look at it to have the best Christmas party. They're still having fun and spending time together. And that's truly something special.